Hello, Scrufftards. Welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Scruffy Tales. And let's explore a bit what the Archer artillery system is doing down in Ukraine in this video that I have given the title of Hammer of the Gods. So Sweden provided Ukraine with 8 Archer artillery systems, and they have all been provided to the 45th Artillery Brigade that is operating in and around the town or city of Liman in the northern section of the front line. And apart from some TV interviews and segments here and there on YouTube, we haven't seen all that much from the Archer uh, from the actual front lines, but we have a couple of nuggets from what the Archer has been up to. So let's take a look at that. And we know that the 45th has destroyed 3 of these D-20 howitzers, large artillery pieces, towed artillery, with the Archers. They were destroyed here outside of Crimea, geolocated. And as you can see, this is the front line where Russia is trying to reach this river. And if we take a look using regular ammunition for the Archer, it is well within range, and the Archers, if they're moving out of Liman, they can position wherever over here in Ukrainian territory and with ease reach Crimea and the location of these D-20 howitzers. So 3 of these have been officially destroyed by the 45th Brigade, relying on the Archer. And the other day we learned that the Archers have been used, or a Archer has been used to destroy one of these self-propelled howitzers. North of Crimea, it was down here that we saw the destruction of the 3 towed howitzers, and up here Ukrainian drones spotted one of these, and it was an Archer that was used to destroy it. And again, minimum range artillery shells. As you can see, if an Archer moves up on the roads, finds some good position up here, it can easily reach Russian positions. So, so that's how the Archers operate. You rely on drones to find the targets, or counter-battle radar to locate them, and then you have artillery systems scattered all over here, and the one that is within range opens fire on the target of opportunity, or supports the frontline troops in pushing the Russians back or preventing the Russians from advancing. And also from interviews with the troops operating the Archers, we learned that the Archers have had success not only against artillery but also against mortar positions. But perhaps most interestingly of all, they say they have been effective against Russian tanks and other armored targets. Which brings us to the bonus artillery shell, the Bofors mutating shell, a top attack weapon deployed by artillery. And the bonus shell carries 2 submunitions, and the shell comes apart in midair, releases the 2 submunitions, and they then begin to scan for targets, armored targets on the ground, and guides themselves in towards those targets, and then deploys a heat round, essentially a liquefied metal penetrator fired from high above, straight from above, in a top attack that basically guarantees a kill against any and all armored targets, including tanks. And this piece of equipment, this is a French and Swedish artillery shell. And well, considering that an archer carries 21 rounds in total and it fires roughly 1 round every 8 seconds, I mean, that means that a single archer could potentially be able to engage and destroy 42 armored targets, tanks included, in just a few short minutes. That's pretty devastating and incredible, to say the least. And if you take a look at the images, you can see the small scanner on the submunition there that is looking for the targets, and the submunition then, like I said, guides itself in towards the target, and when it is in position above it, as you can see on the second image, at quite a distance above the armor target, it then fires the penetrator, this liquefied beam of metal, straight down, and you have a guaranteed kill. It will obliterate anything, including tanks. Now, unfortunately, 2 archers have been struck by loitering Russian drones, spotted during transport and followed. Both strikes were aimed at the gun and ammunition trailer. Hopefully all crew survived and the vehicles can hopefully be repaired. And this is basically the only way Russia can counter the archers, because the archers' shoot and scoot capability is way beyond anything the Russians possess. So it fires a couple of rounds and is on the move again within a minute. So this is basically Russia's only hope of dealing with the archers having drones flying overhead, and by pure luck spotting these things as they're on the move, and then attack as targets of opportunity. And this is something I have pointed out in a previous video, lo and behold, and I believe it was roughly 5 months ago that I made that one. King of Kings, the Archer, that video is called. That's it. There you have it. The Archer has a couple of kills, official kills, and the soldiers themselves have revealed in interviews that the Archer is very successful even against tanks. And the Ukrainians are putting it to good use, and it is doing important work down in Ukraine in preventing Russia from advancing and helping the Ukrainians to counterattack in and around the small town of Terni. So, yeah, well, personally, I hope Sweden provides a couple of more of them, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. I hope I'll see you in the next one. And as always, go på marsch, Ukraine. Give them hell.